ketika itu terjadi. Mike, did you want to sit in the second one? I can move that. I'm spread out already. Amanda, it's an Amanda, it's an Amanda.
Good morning. We are class 346 and we would like to welcome you to today's service. We will begin our service with opening meditation followed by non-book. Please join me in placing your hands together and God show.
Amidabutsu. Namu Amidabutsu. Namu Amidabutsu. Namaste.
Please rise for the sitting of the doctor, the tax of life, and page 421 of the Sober's book. Followed by the recitation of the Greek writers and non-book on page 2.
Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namu Amidabutsu. Namu Amidabutsu. Namu Amidabutsu. Namaste. Please join in the chanting of the Sutra Junidai on page 71 of the service book. During the Sutra chanting, we will have a shoko or incense offering by following Young School students Marissa Yu, adult Stantia Black. We will now listen to a Dharma message by Reverend Candace Dalton. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for carrying me in the last part of the Sutra chanting as I got a little frog in my throat. So I'll try to get through my Dharma message so you can hear me okay. But I always appreciate you chanting along, especially in instances like those when I lose my voice or have a little frog tickling my throat. So what I wanted to do is to share a cute little story. And this is by Peter H. Reynolds, and I've shared other books by Peter before. And this one is called Say Something, The World Needs Your Voice. And so I wanted to continue again our topic of, doing our share and showing that we care, and showing that we care by using our voice. Okay, so the inside of the book says, the world needs your voice. And so we're gonna figure out how we can use our voice, and probably continuing on from our last session together, our Dharma message from last time, and using our voice to be able to chant along together, to be able to show our deep appreciation for the Buddha Dharma, and to be able to connect us all as one. And so that's one way in which we use our voice here at the temple. But this is an opportunity for us to be able to use our voice in the temple, and then of course, even outside in our everyday lives, because that's what we really want to do, is to always remember the Buddha Dharma, the Buddhist teachings in our everyday lives, not just when we're here at the temple, right? Because it's easy to do that when you're sitting along your Dharma friends and you're sitting in our beautiful temple, but we really want these teachings to resonate and to continue on during your everyday lives outside of the temple. So I'll share this book with you today. The world needs your voice. Mine? Yes, yours. Go ahead. It doesn't need to be perfect as long as it's from your heart. Sure, our friends can see that. Oh. You don't have to be loud. Powerful words can be a whisper. You can say something in so many ways, with words, with action, with creativity. If you see someone lonely, say something by just being there for them. If you see an empty canvas, say something with your brush. If you see an empty lawn, say something by planting a seed and watching it bloom. If you see someone being hurt, say something by being brave. Hey, stop. If you see something beautiful, say something with a poem. And this young individual is saying, painted meadows splashed by rainbows. If you have a brilliant idea, say something with confidence. Eureka! If you want to show the world who you are, say something with style. Ta-da! If you are angry, say something to help people understand. You made me feel invisible. That really hurt. I'm really sorry. Sometimes it's hard to put words with the way that you feel, but when we're able to do so, others can learn about how we're feeling. If you see an injustice, Say something peacefully. Inspire others to do the same. No more hurting people. Peace. Sometimes you'll say something and no one will be listening. But keep saying what is in your heart, and you will find someone who listens. Keep saying it, and you may be surprised to find the whole world is listening. If you are grateful for being alive, quietly say something to the stars, to the universe. Some people find it easier to say something than others, but everyone has something to say. I hope, I believe, join us. I wish, together we can. I'm ready to change the world. I imagine. So when you're ready, say something. Your voice can inspire, heal, and transform. Your voice can change the world. Are you ready to say something? Dave is always ready to say something, huh? Good job. And it has all these little blocks here, these little bubbles that we can write things in. So if you were going to say something today, what would you say? How do you feel? What's on your mind? Did you see something beautiful or experience something beautiful? What would you say? I'm tired, I want to go back to sleep. Maybe, perhaps. Anything come to mind? Maybe, I'm running late, I gotta go to temple. How about, what a beautiful day it is? Did any of you think about how beautiful it was today? Yeah, it's a little bit cold, or how grateful you were to sleep in a warm bed. So maybe you were thinking about it, and maybe you didn't say it. So that's always something that you can say to your parents, your loved ones who take care of you. So I was actually inspired by a few of these final words. So this one here, sometimes you'll say something and no one will be listening, but keep saying what's in your heart and you will find someone who listens. So this is a little bird who came back to listen to this young individual, what they had to say. But then all of these birds came too, right? And they're listening. So what I was thinking about was even in the way in which we place our palms together. And we, as Joshin Buddhists, we say the name of the Buddha as Namo Amida Butsu. And maybe if you haven't been born into this religion, if you haven't been coming since you were little, saying Namo Amida Butsu is sometimes a little bit difficult. But I think once we have a deep connection with these words, Namo Amida Butsu, putting our palms together in great appreciation for the Buddha's wisdom and compassion, and even for all of these causes and conditions in our lives, it will be meaningful for us so that we can say it easily. And this little bird, I was imagining, this is the Buddha. This is the Buddha always listening to us, taking in all of our concerns, taking in all of our worries, taking in all of our words of appreciation, listening and telling us, it's okay, you'll be okay. You're perfect just as you are. And when we think about Buddha, of course, Buddha, capital B, but there's so many other Buddhas, like all of these bird Buddhas, we can call them our bird Buddhas, that they're all over the place. And these Buddhas are all around us, surrounding us at all times. And so those are all of our friends, our loved ones, our friends in the Dharma who might have passed away even before we had an opportunity to meet them, but they're Buddhas and they're listening to us too. So maybe grandma or grandpa, maybe your beloved pet that you had, who was probably a beautiful bodhisattva in your life when you were learning and growing up with your beautiful pet. But this is, I think, a lovely example of being able to praise all of the Buddhas in our lives. Just like how we do when we chant Sampujo, right? So remember last weekend we were talking about Sampujo, and Sampujo is praising and welcoming these Buddhas during our services. And the Jipo Nyorai, that's the 10 directions of the Buddhas, or the 10 directions. And looks like these birds came from the 10 directions. They came from all over, and they're surrounding us at all times. So sometimes maybe if we don't have somebody to talk to, if we are feeling a little lonely, if we're feeling sad or even angry, and it's hard to put, again, words into the way in which we feel, we could always take a moment, place our palms together, and speak to the Buddhas of our lives, seen and unseen. Okay, and so this is our wonderful way of being able to do that as Buddhists, by placing our palms together, saying Namu Amida Butsu together. Okay, so remember, if you see something, say something, and you can do your share by showing that you care by saying something. Again, because the world needs your voice, and your voice, even though it might be little at times, it can be very, very big and great. To do big and wonderful things. So don't doubt the power of your voice. And again, the power of saying the Nembutsu in your lives. Again, not just here at the temple, but outside in your daily lives as well. Okay, so let's use our voices together and praise the Buddha for the great appreciation that we have. Please join me in worship. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu.
Blaze up so God atmosphere and do not enter the eye of the book. Please watch for the singing of the background very well and page 156 of the service book, followed by the recitation of our blood and the insight of the service book.
Breaking out of my shell, I will share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance. I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I will share in the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest, like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate all. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo.
This will conclude our service today. For announcements, today at 11:30, there'll be the SPWA Memorial Service here in the Hondo. November 18th on Friday, there'll be an ABBA meeting at 11:30 a.m. in the main chapel. November 19th, from 1:30 to 4:30, Mike Shibata will be holding a card making workshop. There's a $10 fee, and we'd like everyone to RSVP by today if possible, so we can prepare all the packets for the card making. Next Sunday, November 20th, there'll be a Yaba meeting right after service or after Dharma school at 11:30. November 25th and 26th, we'll be celebrating Thanksgiving holiday, so Thursday and Friday, the office will be closed. There will be no book club or discussion meeting this month. Last Sunday in 2 weeks, we will have a Dharma School Teachers meeting at 11:30. And then for Temple News, we are returning to an in-person craft feed this year, or this coming year. On January the 14th, it's the second Saturday in January, and there'll be limited seating, so more information will be available soon. We have a flyer in the Karma. Sangha Club is continuing collection of aluminum cans and recyclable plastic bottles. Donations may be left by the white bin under the carport. Please help recyclable bottles and cans out of our landfills while supporting one of our youth organizations. And they're doing pretty well. They wrapped up a lot of good money. So thank you for your donations. I think Mike Shibata has one more announcement.
The temple will be starting a script program where we will order gift cards. Order forms will be placed in the foyer. Two-sided. Fill out the form and make a payment for this month. Deadline will be next Sunday. And hopefully the gift cards will be available to pass out on the first week of December. So we'll be doing this on a monthly basis. We'll have email blast with the form if you don't pick one up today. Also, we have Amazon Smile program. So whenever you order anything through Amazon, go to Amazon Smile and designate the Buddhist Church of Stockton as recipient for part of your funds. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Is anyone here? Is Jenny here? Do you want to make an announcement for the cleanup in your project?
Yeah.
You can do it from there. Your voice is will project, I'm sure.
Okay. Today from 11 to 1, we're going to be preparing the fence area for replacing the slats that are going to be done next week on the 19th and 20th. So we need help from the Dharma School and for adults.
What time on the weekend?
Next weekend on Saturday, it'll be from 8 to 4, so come in whenever you want. And Saturday, and Sunday will be from after
After
service.
service.
So,
Thank you. Thank you. Are there any other announcements? That's something else.
So just very briefly again, thank you so much in advance for all of your support regarding the Ichini video project. That's through the Gardena Village Church. And even within the last couple of weeks, we earned quite a bit in donations on behalf of all of you in the Village Church of Stockton. And so again, if you're interested in assisting and supporting Ichini, which is a group to support the families, allies, and individuals of the LGBTQ plus community. This is, again, out of Gardena for this couple, but they are providing resources and workshops for many of us, which they did put on a workshop for us here in Stockton. And they will be producing videos in regards to educate. How can we create safe spaces within our own temple? How can we be an ally to our LGBTQ plus friends in the Dharma? So if you would like to continue on supporting this video project, I forgot my ramen bowl in my office, but we'll have a collection maybe plate if you would like to give any donations today. And I think we'll be concluding maybe in the beginning of December. I'm going to participate in their first video, the beginning of December. So I'm thinking about bringing all of those donations when I go down south. So you have a few more weeks, so please help if you can. Thank you.
Okay, I have a fun announcement for the students. So do you remember what we did last June for a group in Stockton? George and Elise helped pack all of it in boxes. It involved towels and blankets. Huh? Yes, the Delta Humane Society. So do you remember how much you guys raised? Of course not. You guys raised $1,000 for the SPCA, in addition to about 25 cases of towels and blankets, and they were so appreciative when we dropped those off. And if we do this again, we're not doing it in June because Alex and I were sweating like you would believe, waiting to drop it off at the SPCA. Well, I'm happy to inform you that we did apply for BCA Social Welfare Committee matching grant, and parents, you will get your letter in the mail, so please support the Social Welfare Committee of your donations. They approved your match. So the Delta SPCA will get another $1,000 from the BCA. So good job, guys.
I'm sure all the puppies and kitties will be very happy. Okay, today's coffee hour will be held in the reception room where the gym is. Just for today, because we have the SPWA memorial service and the luncheon on the mini chapel side. So today's coffee hour will be held in the reception room. Okay. Let's see. If there are no other announcements, please observe the etiquette and do not enter the aisle before the row in front of you. Those students who did not offer incense before the service are asked to do so before leaving the home. Thank you for your attendance.
Oh,
Hi guys.
I don't know if you did, but I did. Oh, no, yeah, I.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Not good. Echo, yeah. Now, you can't see it. Yeah.
So happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need somebody by the time you grow up. Yeah. Right? Relatable. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it was like. You too. Done?
Hello.
So get to the.